And another frustrating day at these side, unfortunately a 1-0 defeat, but given what Bala have done in the last 2 games with the 23 goals, does it just show how hard your team worked to keep them just at 1-0 with 10 men for 65 minutes?
Yeah, we had to work hard. We had to try and get a shape, because they got some very good players in their squad now, and they're a very good team. So, but the disappointing thing, Nick, is we started the game so well, and the qualities that they have and the threats that they've had, we nullified them by affecting the play further up the pitch, and we were on the front foot and we got into good areas, and it's a pattern that's happened over the last few games. Is there's an area where we're not switched on after the initial intensity in the start and the pattern of the game is set. We're then lacking leadership. We've lost 2 good leaders. Diz is a leader, Danny Holmes is a leader, and then voices don't allow situation to arrive like they did last week. John Disney's left 2-on-1, red card. George has left in the channel 2-on-1, red card. Those things don't happen when people who understand the game are in your team. We've got an honest bunch of lads, but at the minute we're lacking a little bit of leadership, and I think in time when everybody's back fit, I'll be able to assess where we exactly are at this moment in time. I don't know in relation to everybody else because we've not been able to play our strongest team at any time this season, but when we get everybody back, I believe that the group's good enough to go on and win games of football. At the minute it's a tough, that's last week was 40 minutes with 10 men, and today is 65 minutes with 10 men. So we're normally, when things are against us, when we've got 5, 6, 7 players missing, we normally find 0-0s and we just get 1-0 wins. But at the minute we're on the other side of it. Only way you can rectify that is living right, training hard, and working hard and playing with it with an intensity and an honesty, and things will turn. Because the luck's against us at the minute. But what I've known in my life is like luck turns. It has to turn eventually. Whether it's going for you or against you, it will turn. And at the moment we've been on the end of a couple of moments that have been costly.
In terms of Byron Harrison today, did he just show today just how important he could be at the front of the team?
I'm glad you saw that, Nick.
He's not had any pre-season or anything.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw that, and I mentioned it because I thought it was magnificent. Make no mistake, Stevens and Pete are 2 very good centre halves, and they're clever as well, and they understand the game. They understand where to stand. They understand the positioning. They understand the angles of play. To give yourself the best opportunity to win the ball, and Byron was magnificent. I'd never disrespect centre halves and say that they were dominated, but Byron's given them as tough a time as they would probably have had in a long time, and I was really pleased with him. And training over the last sort of week to 10 days, lads are noticing it in training, because you've had 3 or 4 games in 18 months and you've had no pre-season, so he's coming into games at this moment in time, trying to get fit in games, and that's very hard to do, but he's done it, and now he's looking a lot sharper and a lot brighter, and I've been really pleased with him.
Sometimes it's good to have a game straight away to bounce back, but perhaps not with our injury list at the moment. Tuesday against Airbus.
Listen, the positive thing, Nick, and what I'll take away from tonight is, if I didn't see Jay Owen warming up, if I didn't see Danny Holmes doing the initial warm up with the team, I'd be a bit concerned. But I know they're coming back. Aaron Williams is the only one now. That may be 3 or 4 weeks, and obviously Dooley will be January. But I'm seeing players. Declan and Aaron Edwards are back in the fold today. Declan's played 60, been out for 4 or 5 weeks, needs to get his fitness up again. But he needs to do it in games, and you don't want, but we need the players on the pitch at the minute. So like I say, when everybody's back, it'll give me a fair reflection where we are in games, because we're starting games very well. We're dominating the early phases, and then we're leaving ourselves susceptible to danger, and that comes from voices, and that comes from focus and attention in the minute. Every moment you've got to be switched on, and we've been done a couple of times by switching off and not communicating. But like I say, there's so many positives to come out of today, even though we've lost the game, and I don't like talking about positives on the back of a defeat, but to go that long against a team of that quality, to have a red card and then compound the red card by Welsh international bending it in the top corner, which just, again, there's a part of you that just has to smile inside, because that's the way things are going for us at the minute. You're down to 10 men. If it's a penalty, fair enough, but outside the box, if you get through that moment. But it was the boys were very brave throughout, and that'll hold us in good stead going forward.